7 options tried by the captain Rashid Khan himself. He has been very expensive, going at 15 runs per over. He's still got 2 overs left. Farid Malik has done a very good job. He's got 2 overs left. Panel once again has been expensive. Shahidullah too has 2 overs left. Going to be Zamir once again. Oh, that's high and handsome. Gone some distance. Fog maximum. Pakiza.
Into the crowd, into the stands. Just a short-arm jab from Johnson Charles. He's so strong. He's got big guns, and there was a minimum of fuss with this particular stroke. Just that big bottom hand coming into play, and he knew straight away. He was just staring it down.
Such a good striker. Won't miss any opportunity. Strong man, Charles. 43 now of 26. Once again, going on the back foot. This time, probably not timing it too well. And he's taken. So both the openers are now back in the hut.
Yeah, bottom of the bat on this occasion. It was short, just didn't come onto him. And he wasn't able to get the distance or elevation, Johnson Charles. That's a big wicket. Smiles all around. They've got rid of the 2 set batsmen. So just what the doctor ordered from a Kabul perspective. But it's right off the toe end. Surprised it carried that far. Just a testament to the strength of that young man. And Colin Ingram takes a good catch. Very nearly got away from him. But all's well that ends well. And they get their second wicket through the Kabul Zwana. Johnson Charles gone for 43. 127 for 2 now.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Kabul side. 2 new batsmen at the crease now. Jonathan Shahidi. Charles really played his part. Was looking really dangerous. But now they just take a bit of time. Zamir getting that important wicket. The young man. Could be opportunity for Rashid as well, coming back from the other end. Imran Jannat, right-hand batsman, 31 runs in his 3rd game. That's sensible, just taking a bit of time. And Jannat is here because of this. This was the wicket of Charles going for the big one. He's so strong, didn't time it too well. Still carrying near the skirting. Good catch there by Colin Ingram.
I think he thought he was closer to the boundary rope than he actually was. And that's why he just positioned himself as though he was going to catch it over the boundary ropes, but it was well inside in the end. 2 new batsmen at the crease. It's going to be a very tough effort for these 2 to get going and continue at the same pace. And that's exactly what Kabul would have wanted. Just a period of play now where they can gain some control back.
Doesn't need to over-try, but just bowl within the stumps. That's going to be important for him. He's done well. He's got an important wicket of Charles. Much better. Just keep it simple. The basics, always important. It's a very decent bat as well, Shahidi. Once again, disappointed with himself, not timing it. End of a good over, 130 for 2.
So 130 for 2, 13 overs. They're going at exactly 10 to the over. 7 overs remaining. How many more can they get from these last 7 overs? Plenty of wickets in hand. Rashid Khan into the attack. Everybody seems to be having a go at Rashid Khan tonight. Being treated with scant respect. Top all-rounder in world cricket. And he's having a night to forget at the moment. Conceded 31 runs in his 2 overs, and he's into the 3rd. And I'll tell you what, there was another shot in anger. His last over last night went for 22, so he's gone for nigh on 50 runs in his last 3 overs. Happens to the best of us, eh?
Yeah, you're right. This is one of those days. You're right. Even last night was a touch expensive in his last over. It's a quality act. He's absolutely brilliant. Can always bounce back, come back very strongly. Rashid Khan. Once again, playing very fine. Will come back for the second as well. Good running. A lot of weakened spaces on the onside for the right-hander, Jannat. He just walked in. But what are they looking at now, Alistair? 200 plus, definitely, I think.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that they're going to get there. I think that they'll be a little shy of that. I don't think it's that good a wicket, and I'm sure that these last few overs, this one will be able to pull it back. Is this his first wicket? Has he created another opportunity? Yep. Oh, he'll always come to the party. He'll always have the last laugh, Rashid Khan. He's taken a fearful battering here tonight, but just when they needed a wicket, just when they needed to make more inroads, he's been the man to deliver.
Well, he's a class act. He'll always disguise the batsman, able to time it. Jannat going for the big one. There was a man stationed in the deep, and Hazratullah does the needful, very neat catch taken by him. So Rashid striking his first wicket in this match, not very happy. Jannat would be disappointed. Out for 4 is 134 for 3.
Great to see so many young folk at the ground. That's where the future lies, and if you can get them interested in cricket and loving it, then you're well set for the future. You asked me a question if they can get to 200. If he gets going, yes. If he gets out, no, they won't get there. He can hit a long ball, can Ben Cutting. I just think as this ball gets a bit older, we've seen a bit of turn there. Just don't think it's an easy wicket to slog on. And that's the top spinner straight up in the air, and Hazratullah, he's not going to drop those.
It wasn't a very great shot attempted playing against the turn. He's just walked in. Oh, rapping on the pad. Was it missing? Shake of the head tells it all. 134 for 3.
Outside!
First bit of emotion from Rashid Khan. Pressure getting to him a wee bit. He's got a wicket, and he thought he had a second wicket. He thought this was dead. Tell you what, he's got a point. he's got a big point. Maybe the umpire thinking that it had pitched outside leg stump, but that replay shows it's pitched on leg stump and would have clacked it into all 3.
Yeah, you're right, because the ball was just straightening up. It didn't turn much. And pitching on the mat where it looked very close. That's the reason probably he wasn't very happy with that decision. Thought that should have gone in his favour. Still shake of the head, still disappointed. He knows wickets, if they are falling, the pressure will be created. But you're right, this man, I think a lot will depend on him when cutting. He's played some delightful innings so far in this Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League.
Yeah, he can hit a long ball when he gets his iron. The wheels, that mighty willow. We've seen him hit some big spageezers.
Thought that should have gone in his favour. This is Sheikh of this Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League.
Yeah, he can hit a long ball when he gets his iron. The wheels, that mighty willow. We've seen him hit some big spageezers. 16 balls since the last boundary, so it really has slowed up here. And, well, in any form of the game, what's the easiest way to slow down the run rate? Take a wicket.
Because both of them might be just taking a few overs to just settle in, gauge the pace, the bounce of the deck. That's the time when they have to fill it with some good overs to stem the flow of runs.
Problem is, after this over, there's only 5 to go, so there's not a lot of time they can take. They've got to try and still take a few chances and try and find the boundary a few times. They've got to try and capitalise on the start that they got.
Throwing the first one hard, we'll just settle for one. Good over. 137-3.
Can't accuse Rashid Khan of failing to switch things round. 7 bowlers used in total in an attempt to stem the run flow of Nangarhar Leopards. By and large, apart from the efforts of Farid Malik, it hasn't been all that successful. Is Rashid again. Alongside me, Hamid Hassan. And Hamid, what have you made of what you've seen so far in this match?
I think especially first two and the score they put in the first 5-6 overs was outstanding, and that's why Nangarhar on top now. But it's a well performance from Kabul Zwana. They came very strong, got 3 wickets, and right now they're a bit struggling, so they'll be looking for another few runs after this. Rashid, this is the only last over he got, and he was expensive again tonight. Rahmat Shah will be the next batsman, looks like.
Well, the encouraging thing from a Nangarhar perspective, even though they lost those 3 wickets, is I can't see too many rags being used by the bowlers at the moment, so it doesn't look as though there's too much dew, if any. So that will certainly help the Nangarhar bowlers during the second half of this match.
Yeah, they will be hoping too, because if you see the last game, Balkh, they win, there was no dew, and Nangarhar will be expecting the same thing, and the game is just turning exciting day by day in every single moment. This Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. The quick runs from Hashmat.
What's par score here? Hamid, what do you think Nangarhar should be aiming at, or what do you think would be a defendable score?
At least around 180 plus or 190, because they got Laurie Evans and he's in such a good form.
Not timed by Ben Cutting. Khan always puts himself in the line of fire. Just a single. Farid Malik's been very, very impressive this evening, hasn't he, Hamid, in light of the way the ball's gone round the park for the majority of the other bowlers. Look at that, what a contrast.
Exceptional, outstanding performance from last two matches. The way Farid bowls, especially Yorkers in slow one, he's executing on the right areas. Oh, this is a bad delivery. Whenever I'm saying something good about him, he's going wrong. I don't know why.
That's known as the commentator's curse. Welcome to the club, Hamid.
Thank you. But he's one of my students because whenever he bowls well, I feel happy. The way he bowls wide, then I say, oh, he will think this is Hamid's idea. So unfortunately, it's not my idea.
Well bowled. I have to say, Farid Malik is probably the first bowler I've ever seen celebrate getting hit for six. If you remember in the last game against Kandahar, the last ball of the match was hit by Ricky Vessels for six, but there were 8 required to tie the score. So actually, joking aside, that was a terrific last over that he bowled in that match.
Brian, if I was a bowler, I would also celebrate because he saved 12 runs in last over. So outstanding from Farid Malik. He saved 2 runs and a 2 runs victory in the last stage against such a good side. And he bowled really outstanding last night. Now he's doing the same. That's the beauty. Quick one from Farid Malik. Good shot delivery. And bin cutting, just let it go.
That's good. I like the way you mixed that up then, because we've seen him certainly over the last.
True. If you keep batsmen busy like this, slower one, Yorker, short deliveries, mixing the line, he won't accept.
हाँ जी हाँ जी
To be honest, my strength was the most Yorker because I believe it. If it wasn't like incorrect all the time, mostly I put a Yorker deliveries, and then if the batsman was too good and smart, I used to bowl shorter or a changer. But mostly I took first 2 fielders, mid on and mid off all the time. Both 2 fielders are on my backside, so I know what I have to do. Another beautiful ball from Farid. Outstanding. Slower one.
You mentioned about Yorkers there, Hamid. There's a view that they're going out of fashion a little bit because batsmen now set themselves deep in the crease, and if the bowler gets that wrong, even by a small amount, the Yorker or the attempted Yorker can go the journey. But you trusted your Yorker, or you trust your Yorker, do you?
Always, and I told you, if the batsman was good and smart, I was changing my mind. Like if he tried to short scoop one or a cheeky one, try to use a short delivery or mix the line as a good length or slow one.
Drilled in the ground. What a tremendous shot. That's ruined a pretty good over from Farid Malik. Terrific shot from Shahidi. 17 gone, 148 for 3. figures. Just Rashid Khan bowled out so far, so Rashid himself, the captain, has got plenty of choice for these last 3 overs. And they're going to be very significant 3 overs, you would imagine. Nangarhar have lost their way a little bit. Here's the last ball of the previous over, drilled down the ground by Shahidi.
Lucky for Farid. Almost his hand was off. Broken finger. Then you cannot ball Farid. It's sometimes better for the bowler to leave these kind of shots. It's difficult to stop it.
Wayne Parnell has had a taxing evening so far, it's fair to say, 2 overs for 24. You mentioned about bowlers getting out of the way of the ball drilled back at them. Of course, Mervez Ashraf a couple of nights ago thumped in the shin by a straight drive.
That's why for a bowler it's very difficult to take a catch on his reaction, like the catch we saw for Dana.
Oh, Ben cutting down the ground. Spagiza into the pavilion. That brings up the 150, and cutting is cutting loose.
Welcome to the party, Parnell. Face the music in a maximum fork Spagiza. Outstanding. Ben cutting, the big man. Stand and deliver. What a shot. See the power. He knew it. It's a 6. Out of the park for 6 runs.
Well, Wayne Parnell is going to hope this day ends very soon. It's going to be a wide. Oh, he's got away with it.
Oh,
That's me.
That's interesting.
Lucky boy there, Wayne Parnell.
It's way outside the off stump. Umpire decision. He's the man. Izzatullah.
Izzatullah Safi at the pavilion end. Oh, well bowled. Well bowled. Wayne Parnell. What a good comeback. Fascinating. We spoke to him before the match and he said, you know what? You can go for 5 6s and then all of a sudden you can take a wicket with your 6th ball. Well, he's gone all around the park this evening and he's bounced back. He's actually bowled cutting round his legs. I think he's broken the stump as well.
Brilliant. Such a lovely comeback from Parnell. He hit the stump very hard. I think it's almost broken. Cutting shuffled too much, I think, and the ball through fine leg. Yeah, through his legs. Beauty, Parnell. Outstanding. Yes, we love it.
Come back after being hit for 6 into the pavilion by Cutting. Cutting has to go for 11. 154 for 4. The stump that Wayne Parnell broke. Really good full-length delivery.
First broken wicket of Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League by Wayne Parnell. Wow, I love that. It's like a Tyson punch.
Ramad Shah then in at number 6, coming in ahead of Shafiqullah. Interesting decision. Surprising decision, Hamid?
Definitely for me, very surprising. I thought Shafiq will be the next batsman because after that only 2 overs left. And suddenly Ramad Shah came. So maybe he will try something special tonight. Tell to captain let me go. I will look after these bowlers.
Hashmatullah Shahidi down to long on for a single in the tournament so far. Got a single against Kandahar. Also 7 against Paktia. Didn't bat against Kabul in the previous match between these two sides, and then against Bulk, 18 from 14 balls. There you are. There's confirmation of his tournament thus far. Oh, up and over, backward point. More height than distance on that shot. The end of the over, 2 to go. 158 for 4. Over number 12, Nangarhar Leopards were 101. So just gives you an indication of how brilliant a fight back this has been. Kabul, Zwana.
It's outstanding, but this guy is brilliant tonight. Farid Malik, another beautiful delivery. He's mixing his line and he's enjoying.
What can you tell us about Farid Malik? What insights can you give us, Hamid, on Farid Malik the bowler and Farid Malik the man?
Oh, he always enjoys cricket, especially when he's in the ground. Very energetic, very powerful. He loves his training, his bowling. If he's bowling in nets or in the game, he's on fire. And he got a couple of good performances. Again, beautiful shot for 4 runs. Again, I say something better for Farid. He went for the boundary. Sorry, Farid. I'm not going to say anything better after that. You just carry with your bowling.
Just flat batted down the ground. Almost like a forehand smash by Hashmatullah Shahidi. 1 bounce. 10 balls left in the innings. Well, that could be 4 more. Fine legs up in the circle. Just getting his line wrong there. Farid all worked away down to long leg. It's the problem with being a death bowler, though. Sometimes you'll go the journey. This is good batting, though, by Hashmatullah Shahidi. 19 now from 18 balls. He's just starting to up the ante. Thump down the ground. They'll look for 2. It's not there with Rashid Khan latching onto it. Hamid Hassan has slipped out of the commentary position, and Alistair Campbell has joined me again. It's a funny sort of innings, this, from Nangarhar, isn't it? They were absolutely flying, lost their way. Can they just have a little bit of a rally at the end here to get up to 180 plus? Odd, though, isn't it?
It is odd. I think it's a very good score, though. They got off to a flyer. Anton Devsic was the chief destroyer, but they've pulled it back well over the Kabul Zwana, but I still think it's a very good score. Even if they end up round about that 175, 180, I think on this surface, It's going to take some getting from Kabul. They've got the players to do it, make no mistake, but they're going to have to bat really, really well.
Well, they chased down 188 of Nangarhar when these two sides met earlier in the tournament and did it very comfortably, did Kabul, but dew was an issue there.
Yeah, slightly different surface this, I think.
That's the end for Farid Malik. 4 overs for 25. Really good bowling from him. 1 over left in the innings, 169 for 4. Stand of 115 between Devsich and Charles. Last over of the innings. Wayne Parnell. I've said it's been a curious innings, and Wayne Parnell's had a very curious day, hasn't he, Alistair? Because he just hasn't seemed to have got it right at all.
No, he hasn't. He's been totally off colour. Really hasn't been his best outing. And he's already going at 11 to the over. He's taken the 1 wicket. He's got a chance at redemption in this last over.
Oh, it was awkward. Fielder, he had to make a decision. Do I come in and try and take the catch, or do I stay back and stop it going to the boundary? In the end, he did neither.
Colin Ingram was caught in 2 minds, and as you said, at the end just stood there and put the arms out and hoped that it might hit it. Not a great effort, you'd have to say. Trying for the Yorker, sliced away by Rahman Shah, and in the end they got something behind it. Didn't like that. And Wayne Parnell, well, as if it isn't bad enough that he's not bowling well, fielders aren't helping either.
It's very interesting to talk to Wayne Parnell before today's match. I asked him how he'd bowled in the last match, because from a figures point of view, that was his best effort. He said, yeah, it was best effort in terms of figures. He said, but in terms of, it was the worst I'd felt. I wonder what he'll say about today's effort. 1 for 40 with still 3 balls to go.
It's gone all the way. That's up the middle of the bat. A change of pace, that doesn't matter to Shahidi. He's opened the front foot and clobbered this over mid-on.
Lots of bottom hand. The 11th Spagiza of the innings. Just getting that front leg out the way and threatening the very good crowd that we've got this evening, smashing against the railings. Oh, well bowled. Nice comeback from Parnell, but it's expensive over, 13 from it.
Yeah, he would have hoped for a bit better, having won the toss, elected to bowl first. This looks like a very, very handy score on this particular surface. They have pulled it back, you'd have to say, at 10 overs, 100. So they've only conceded 82 thus far anyway, with 1 ball remaining in the last 10. That's up and nowhere near enough. And really good catch, running back over his shoulder off the toe of the bat. Change of pace from Wayne Parnell. So he won't concede any more runs off the last delivery. He'll pick up another wicket. And after 20 overs, the Nangarhar Leopards, having been put into bat by the Kabul Zwana, find themselves on 182 for 5.
Shahidullah with that running catch. We're just going to check for the no ball. Really would put a tin lid on things for Wayne Parnell if it was a no ball, but it looks as though the foot landed there, yes, with something behind the line. So I think the third umpire will be happy with that. So Wayne Parnell getting a little bit of a Pyrrhic victory at the end of the innings with a second wicket. Very good catch this by Shahidullah, running back to the edge of the circle. All smiles from Rashid Khan. Rahmat Shah out for 8. It's the end of the innings, 182 for 5.
Yeah, I tell you what, there'll be a few pensive faces there amongst the Kabul Zwana. They won't be too enamoured with the way things went out there. They pulled it back well enough in the end. They were staring down the barrel of 200, 210 at once if Devsic had carried on going. But they got wickets at the right stages and were able to pull it back. Terrific open position. Johnson Charles, 77 and 43 respectively, and way above. And then Shahidi ended up not out 29 of 23, and Janak cutting. Rahman tried to play a few big shots at the end, but